Welcome to Mindset Reset. Let's get started. Good morning. Okay, I super happy to be here, very grateful. I'm exhausted this morning. I stayed up pretty late working on everything that I am launching and trying to do. And last night I went to see the movie Cabrini, which was about Mother Cabrini, and it was extremely inspiring. To my staff, if you could please look, in the messages. But it was an extremely inspiring movie, and basically she was giving out the message of what one can be, one should be. And that brought me to the topic that we're talking about today is your roots, your basic needs. And you cannot we did vision casting on the first Empower Hour Friday, which was awesome. And that's a very different forum than this one. It's not just a live. It's something you have to register for, and it's a little more private and interactive and collaborative. But we did the art of vision casting, where we dreamt huge. We put our visions out as big as we possibly could, as wild as we possibly could, and dug deep into our deepest desires. But we cannot grow on that kind of level unless our basic needs are met. So Maslow talks about the hierarchy of needs, right? And I'm going to read here. So it's psychological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. And so I spend a lot of time talking about self-actualization. In fact, I am obsessed with self-actualization. Maslow also had a saying that was, what one can be, one must be. And that basically goes back to that integrity gap, and that in that integrity gap, what you are capable of, what your potential is, and where you're at today. And in that gap lies depression, anxiety, and all of those emotions. So what are your psychological needs? Your physiological needs. I'm saying psychological. It's your physiological needs of breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep. But I'm going to go back to that breathing, right? Making sure that you are breathing correctly, that you are focused on your breath. Pranayama in yoga that you do when you sit down and do breathing literally is translated as life force. This is one of the most important things we can focus on. Hence why I do a Monday mindset reset, to remind us. But we can't, for so long, I've been an ordained Buddhist meditation teacher for about 15, 20 years. And at least 10 of those years, I did not have any sort of breakthroughs, any sort of awakenings, or really coming into my seat of consciousness and finding joy and peace. And, I was succeeding, but I had a void. I was still using crutches. I'm not here to say there's anything wrong with alcohol, but if you're using it as a crutch, if you need it at the end of the day to be able to unwind, you're missing some of your basic needs, right? So obviously, mindset reset, super important part of everything that you are doing, getting your mindset where it needs to be. But about 10 years ago, I dug in deep, and then even deeper about 4 years ago with my coach, who taught me that if you put your physical needs first, meaning eating nutritious food and moving your body, you're going to get the results that you want. You're going to succeed. You're going to find happiness. You're going to find joy. I argue that they all need to go together, like the hierarchy of needs. However, I was already working on the mindset and the spirituality and, the being productive. And so when I did start to put my physical health first, it all pulled together, right? And then I went even further when I got this Aura ring and started focusing on my sleep. Hey, Susie Shills and James Morono, nice to see you on Instagram. But when I started focusing on my sleep and making sure that I got a minimum of 7 hours a week sleep, things really, really changed. So my basic needs are met. Then you go into safety and security, which is health, employment, property, family, social stuff. And then you go above that to friendship, family, and intimacy, sense of connection, then self-esteem, which is confidence, achievement, respect of others, our unique individualities. And then you get into self-actualization. And so one of my other coaches, Brian Johnson, breaks this up into energy, work, and love. Work and love are the ultimate places that we want to achieve success in. And we cannot achieve success in work and love if we can't get out of bed, or if we're feeling bloated, full, and just blah from the foods that we are eating. And if we are not breathing correctly, we, I don't know if you know this, but breathing in and out through your mouth only is going to have you always kind of in a state of agitation and anxiety. You want to breathe in and out through your mouth when you want to pump yourself up, but you also need to be able to breathe in and out through your nose and to control your breath and to do all those things to reset your nervous system and use all these different tools and hacks that we are talking about, so that you can get into a space where you are able to self-actualize. And that is going to take a little bit. I don't like the word discipline. I used to think discipline was like such a great word, and then I realized like it's a negative soundtrack. If only I did this, I would be that. If I stopped doing this, I would be that. Well, you get to. We spoke about this on the Empower Hour. The truth is, you get to self-actualize. Otherwise, what's the choice? You're just programmed and you're living in mediocrity and you're maybe borderline depressed, lots of anxiety. The amount of anger out there right now is through the roofs. So maybe let's try something different. Let's not just try to be rich. Let's try to be happy. And that's what Soulful Prosperity is all about, is making sure that these basic needs are met. So we are connected to the highest version of ourselves. We are connected to the universe. We are connected to God, and we get to enjoy the process of becoming successful. And we then are able to sustain the levels of joy and success no matter what, right? And that's something that I've been able to live through and prove. I've had my income, my identity, my life savings, everything just gone, boom, and I was able to flip on a dime because my basic needs were met. Because I wake up every morning, I have an AM bookend and a PM bookend, which is meditation, journaling, exercise, breath work. And in the PM, one thing that I was missing is I'm forgetting and neglecting, like before doing something like this or meeting with a client, to bring myself back inward, reset my mindset, and be able to move forward. Okay. Very, very important in order for us to be able to achieve the results we want, but also to sustain them. Does that make sense? Anybody have any thoughts or comments? So this is why I'm here, because I know that this is what works. And I want to know how many of you And I want you to comment how many of you woke up this morning and went directly to your cell phone, went directly to emails, went directly to scrolling. Well, you have no way. I can't see the comments right now, but you have no way of being able to reset your mindset if you're already scrolling emails and you're already scrolling social media. I'm glad because you're here with me. And hopefully you will participate. And people are like, what are you doing on Monday mornings? I know this is not the sexy, sorry, I'm seeing the comments. I know that what I'm doing here on Monday morning is not sexy and glamorous. I'm not doing, what influencer things type people are doing, but I'm here because I am on a mission and I want to help get you deprogrammed and into true soulful prosperity. And resetting your mindset is one of those basic needs. And the more grounded you are, grounded to your deepest desires, grounded into your seat of consciousness, grounded so that you can know the difference, those voices that try to talk you out of your deepest desires. When you are grounded, you can recognize them. Okay. So when you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired, not so much. But today, Mindset Reset, we are working on our psychological space and creating space for expansion so that we can grow and we can achieve soulful prosperity. So, that being said, we're going to do a little priming exercise. I'm encouraging you to get out of your head. Get out of your head. You can sit there and you can judge me and say I look weird. But this practice here, along with focusing on my fundamentals of breathing, eating, and sleeping and moving, have changed my life. I have a freedom and a joy that I've never known. And I feel fully loved, fully supported. And I'm 100% in faith and confidence that all of my deepest desires will come true. And even better than that, that I know that there's probably something even better in store for me than I can imagine because I am grounded, because I am rooted, because I am taking care of the basic needs that actually opens me up. And spending time in gratitude, like we're going to do right now, opens you up for receivership more than anything. All right, let's get on some binaural beats. Find a comfortable position, and we're going to engage in some breath work, some simple, deep, full breaths that are going to invigorate our body and our minds. So close your eyes. Come on, you guys, take 10 minutes for yourself. Put that phone away. Put it so you can just hear me. And begin to inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. And hold for 4. And exhale through your mouth for the count of 6. This is going to clear our minds and raise our vibration, preparing us for the day ahead. Breathe in for 4 through the nose. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through the nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through the nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathing through the nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through the nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through the nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through the nose for 4. We're going to do 3 more rounds. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through your nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. Breathe in through your nose for 4. Hold. And out for 6. With our energy now flowing more freely, just observe this energy that we have begun to circulate and lubricate our nervous system. Let's begin to anchor ourselves in gratitude. Let's be in the present moment today. Let's think of 3 things that you are grateful for right now in this present moment. They could be people, they could be things. Situations, opportunities. And if you have more than 3, that's okay. That's great. I want you to begin to tap into and observe the emotions that you are feeling when you are tapped into gratitude. And then allow these emotions to flush throughout your entire body. Envision these emotions of gratitude like a beautiful white swirling light that is just making its way around your entire body, releasing all limiting beliefs, releasing self-doubt, breathing in gratitude, letting go of limiting beliefs. Visualize each thing you are grateful for vividly, and allow these emotions to fill every part of your being, further elevating your vibration and opening your heart to receive all the blessings, all the miracles, all the lessons. Just envision this white light swirling throughout your body, eliminating all limiting beliefs. And begin to imagine the highest version of yourself. Imagine you at the end of wherever your goals end now. Of course, when you get there, you will be continuing to grow. But for now, you have achieved your biggest, your greatest, deepest desires. Where are you? What are you doing? How are you feeling? I want you to immerse yourself in this vision of your highest, the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams that you have become. Feel proud of everything you've had to do to get here. Feeling every emotion, knowing you have achieved your deepest, greatest desires, and allow these emotions of pride, joy, relief, excitement, hope, accomplishment to permeate throughout your body. Imagine this white light is making its way through your entire being. And you can feel your energy aligning with these emotions. Envisioning this highest, best version of yourself down to how you smell, what are you wearing, how did you get here, who are you with? And repeat after me or out loud in your mind. I am grounded. I am grateful. I am growing. I am grounded. I am grateful. I am growing. My energy aligns with my highest vision. I am grounded. I am grateful. I am growing. My energy aligns with my highest vision. I am grounded. I am grateful. I am growing. My energy aligns with my highest vision. And we're going to just end this session with some breath of fire because I need all the energy that I can get today. I'm going away to the Dominican Republic for 3 weeks at the end of the week, and I have my plate full with family, business, personal, just so much to do. So I'll be averaging probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So I know that this breath of fire. So you're going to put your hands like this with your thumbs up, and you're going to pump breath in and out through your belly. This breath makes us super powerful, 100% connected to all of that power within us, all this energy that we have built up. Someone's giving me a thumbs down. That's okay. Thank you for these thumbs down. They help me to stay in line with what is important to me. Breathe breath in, hold, and release. And just begin to come into your consciousness. And let's shut down the music slowly. And begin to open your eyes and come back here with me. And just observe the energy. See any shifts in how you are feeling. And begin to put your questions in, please. Any thoughts? Anything that has arisen? How long should I dedicate to my morning and evening rituals to see a real impact on my energy and focus? I would say start small. Start with, if you're not doing anything right now, and then start with 2 to 3 minutes. Expand it as far out as you can without having it become part of this have to do. I like to view this as something that I get to do for myself in the morning and in the evening, not like a chore. For years, going to the gym was like, ugh, I hated it, never liked it, literally would be there like the whole time, like, this effing sucks. And I don't want you to be like that about this. I want you to understand that this is a gift to yourself. This is the journey to your inner sanctum, and that is going to empower you to make the best decisions, the good decisions, and and give you the energy, that life force energy, that prana that you need throughout the day. Can I suggest any specific affirmations that are particularly powerful for starting the day with high energy? Well, I just gave you some. I am grounded. I am powerful. I am source. Um, and what you're looking to align yourself with. What are your virtues, your visions that you want to accomplish, and what's important to you. And then spend some time maybe journaling, and through that process, come up with affirmations that align yourself with you. There is an amazing amount of resources out there. Louise Hayes has a bunch of free resources for affirmations, but it is a very personal. You want to be affirming your deepest desires and where you want to be in life. I hope that helped. What do you do on days when even starting your ritual feels like a struggle due to low energy or motivation? Maybe take some time for self-care. I have been able to identify some very simple things that get me grounded and give me peace, even when I don't have the motivation. But at the same time, my morning and evening rituals have become like brushing my teeth. And have you ever left the house without brushing your teeth? Well, it doesn't feel good. And so I don't feel the same without, but of course you can have an abridged version, or start with a beautiful cup of tea or coffee, where I generally don't do that. I do my rituals and my routines first. Or just listen to your body. Maybe you need a little extra sleep that day, but I also, make sure that I have lots of candles and incense. And so when I light the incense, it literally brings me to a space. It opens space within me. It jogs my memory. I don't know if that's a word, of how my practices make me feel. So I have a ritual to my ritual. And by just starting, it all of a sudden your mindset shifts and you are feeling loved and supported and in the right space. I'm getting dizzy. How do I personally handle interruptions to my ritual, especially in the morning? What time? Listen, there was a time where I meditated in a closet because my kids were younger, and that's just the only thing that I can do. So if you're in a circumstance where you have a lot of interruptions, that's life, right? Everything we do in our rituals, right? Meditation, journaling, is a practice for how we handle real life situations. So maybe you can communicate with your family and carve out at least 1 or 2 times a week where you can be uninterrupted. You have to let them know, if I have this time to myself, I'm going to be a better father. If wherever it is, wherever you're having these problems, let people know, if I'm able to take care of my needs, I'm going to be better and have more to give you, and I'm going to be more present. And when they understand how this is going to impact their lives as well, I think you'll find that people will cooperate with you. So start with just 1 or 2 times a week that complete, but still do the routines even though you're being interrupted. And this is an opportunity to do an affirmation, right? React in the highest and best version of yourself, with patience, with love, and with calmness. Not like, get that, like I may have done once or twice when my kids are little. When focusing on our chakras, is there a chakra that usually is first? Yeah, this is, what's so funny that you asked this. Okay, now I'm not an expert on chakras, and I'm not an expert on hierarchy of needs. But if you look at the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the colors of the triangle, so Google this, and then you look at the chakras, they are pretty much identical. So today we really talked about like the first 3 chakras. And it's funny because I did a 40-day kriya, which is a kundalini yoga routine focused on my root chakra, because I felt out of line. I felt my foundation had a little crack in it. And so yeah, learning about the chakras. Now, I'm not one to retain all of that science, but I do Google symptoms that I'm going through and figure out which chakra it needs a little attention. And then we'll do breathing exercises and affirmations and yoga that is going to support and give that chakra what it's missing. My picture is crooked behind me. It's going to drive somebody crazy. All right. Thank you for that question. Is there a way to adapt these rituals if I'm not a morning person to still ensure I'm tapping into my highest self? Well, whatever's morning for you. But you definitely don't want to start your day by rolling over and beginning to respond to emails and scrolling social media and continuing the programming. You want to start your day by plugging into yourself. My mom starts her day by going outside, feeding the birds and watching the birds. And then in the summer, it's watching the butterflies and hummingbirds and all the activity and the bees and all the craziness in her garden. But even in the winter, she starts her day with nature, and that's her way of tuning into herself. And so, a lot of exercise is very meditative, like running, kayaking, and so on. So just figure out where, and then if you are running, try not to use headphones and music. Try to just be focusing. My feet are hitting the ground, taking a walk. There are a million ways that you can do it. So find what works for you. Yes, absolutely. Follow what the body is sharing and listen to your intuition. And these practices are all going to help you get deeper into your intuition. But we have to respect ourselves enough to know that we need to listen to our bodies, but we have to quiet the noise to be able to hear it. And that's what's super important. So even if it's just reading a book, journaling is very powerful, but I encourage to put on the music, put on the candle, light the incense, create the space, tell your family, I need 5 minutes, and I will emerge a much better version of me. So, all right, you guys, we have launched Empower Hour every Friday. It's a little bit different from this. It is, yes, I love it too. Every day it's a little bit different than this. It's not live. It's a little more exclusive. And the Empower Hour, next one is on becoming anti-fragile. It's at 8 a.m. Get registered. And the beautiful thing about once you register for Empower Hour, you're going to get included with that every single workshop that we ever do. And you're also going to get our free, you're going to get access to my resource, my Soulful Prosperity resource kit for free. So first you got to register, get that link out of there because I want them to register for Empower Hour, and then they will get their resource kit for free. Thank you all for joining me. Even those haters, I love you. Thank you for motivating me to be the best version of me. And I appreciate you. And I hope that I've helped you also deepen your desire to live at your highest potential. Life is beautiful. Mother Cabrini, thank you for the lessons that I learned in the movie. You're a beautiful soul who impacted so many. And I hope that we can all do our part in impacting as many as we can. Have a great day.